look and feel that they do in the shops here, or if they'll try to at least Indianize it in some way, because I think part of what they're trying to achieve there is to bring an international flair to its stores.
Masala chai will be on the menu.
Well, more signs of progress in India. Indian carrier Indigo has signed a preliminary agreement to buy 180 Airbus A320s in what the manufacturer says is the largest jet order in aviation history.
It all goes to Europeans. It does not come to Americans. I don't know why they don't realize they could have placed this order with Boeing.
Well, that's probably a good point for us to raise as Indian Americans here with our fellow brethren back home to get the dollars here into the U.S. But this deal is valued at more than $15 billion. The order includes 150 A320s, upgraded with more fuel-efficient engines to be delivered between 2016 and 2025. This is because Indian domestic air traffic may surge fourfold to 180 million passengers annually by 2020. You know, this is what happens when the middle class has money. They travel, and they travel by more convenient modes of transport than traditional ones.
That is very true.
So it's a sign of progress.
The Indian population, they will be traveling a lot more than any of us. But at the same token, you know, here it is. They want to make sure America treats the outsourcing in a nicer way, and then they outsource it to Europeans, not to America. I really think they need to rethink their policies. I don't know whether the corruption thing stands in this particular case too or not, but it's a private company.
Folks, you heard it here. Let's get the message
private
back
company,
home.
you know.
Folks, this was something I didn't realize the U.S. government was doing. You know, it's tax season. A lot of us are in the process of filing our taxes and will soon be getting our tax refunds. But this is the first time the Treasury Department is sending letters to 600,000 people encouraging them to sign up to receive their tax returns in a government-issued prepaid card. You've heard of these prepaid cards, right? Where you can just put a fixed amount on your credit card, and that way you never overrun your credit card amount.
Yeah.
But this is a part of a pilot program to help those with limited access to bank accounts actually use their return wisely in the form of a credit card. Of course, these prepaid cards have been in the news for negative reasons because of all the fees that are hidden, and you don't realize that all of the amount you put on the card, you're subtracting the fees from what you've put on the card. But these are government issued, and I guess it's safer to carry around than a check or cash. So this is the government's new way to get people to spend their tax refunds. I find it very interesting that the government would take this approach.
I don't know a whole lot of reasons behind it, but I like it. At the same time, I think the Visa and the MasterCard, they're going to have absolutely fun with this. They're going to make a ton of money, even on IRS refund. What a beautiful story, you know.
But
what a beautiful
also,
business story.
It is. And it also tells me one other thing, that there's enough of a population within the U.S. that does not use banks, traditional banking systems and bank accounts and ATMs, and instead they're trying to target that audience rather than to get them to convert to using banks like a lot of the rest of the population does. There's apparently enough that use non-traditional ones to try to get them to adopt these credit cards.
But at the same time, they'll have to have an ID card to use that, right?
That's right. That's right. But it tells you something about our changing demographics.
Do yoga, be happy. They have done a study and they found out instead of walking, if you were to do yoga every day or every other day, that you actually will be happier, and it does better than you walking.
I'm not surprised by that because, you know, people have said for a long time meditation helps you center yourself. Yoga is a form of meditation. Actually, yoga evolved from meditation. So the fact that they're saying that, you're doing both. You're exercising as well as meditating.
This is the Boston University study. This is really legend. This is the first study to find a behavioral intervention, yoga in this case, that has an effect on brain chemistry similar to that of antidepressants. So, folks, make sure you do yoga this weekend.
And that's about all we have for you. We hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead.
Namaste.
Namaste.